open your banking app, and find the line that says interest earned last year. If your $10,000 sat at one of America's 3 biggest banks, that number reads about $1 for a whole year of saving. Meanwhile, inflation ran at 3.5%, so your careful, responsible savings quietly lost about $350 of buying power. You did everything right and still ended the year poorer. In the next 8 minutes, I'll show you the exact 5 steps that move your money from sitting still to actually growing, without gambling away your safety net. My name is Ryan. If you have cash parked in savings and no idea what to do next, hit subscribe and let's fix that. Let's start with a number almost nobody talks about. American households are holding $14.5 trillion in checking and savings accounts right now. $14.5 trillion, and most of it earns under 0.5%. The FDIC says the average savings account in America pays 0.38%. At that rate, your money needs almost 200 years to double. Your great-great-grandchildren might see it happen. Compare that to the stock market. Over the last 30 years, the S&P 500, an index that tracks 500 of America's biggest companies, returned about 10.4% a year on average. At 10%, money doubles every 7 years. Say you're 30 and you have $10,000. In the average savings account, by your 40th birthday, it grows to about $10,400. Invested at 10%, that same $10,000 turns into $26,000 by 40. Leave it alone until 50 and it reaches $67,000. The savings account needs those same 20 years to add $800. That gap is what playing it safe actually costs. Now the strange part. Most people already know this math. Gallup found that only 58% of Americans own any stock at all, and that number actually dropped this year, for the first time in a decade. The reason people stay out has nothing to do with intelligence. Saving feels safe because the number on the screen never moves down. An investment account moves every single day, and watching it drop 5% on a random Tuesday feels worse than quietly losing money to inflation for years. Our brains treat a visible loss as pain and an invisible loss as nothing. That's why the jump from saver to investor never happens for millions of people. So instead of jumping, we're going to walk in 5 small steps. Step 1. Build your emergency fund, but put it in the right place. Before you invest anything, add up what 1 month of your life costs. Rent, food, bills, transport. Save 3 to 6 times that amount. This money has one job: catching you when life throws a surprise. A job loss, a medical bill, a transmission that dies on a road trip. People who invest without this cushion end up selling everything at the worst possible moment because they need cash fast. Think of this fund as a seatbelt for everything you invest later. And here is the upgrade most people miss. Don't leave this fund at a big bank earning 0.01%. Move it to a high-yield savings account. Right now, the best ones pay around 4%. On a $15,000 fund, that's $600 a year instead of about $1.50. Same safety, same access, 400 times the interest. Step 2. Split your money into 2 buckets and never mix them. Bucket 1 holds your safety money, the emergency fund we just built. Bucket 2 holds your growth money, everything above that cushion. Safety money never takes risk. The growth bucket exists to keep working. This split matters because it changes how a market drop feels. When stocks fall, your rent, your food, and your 6-month cushion stay untouched. You can watch the red numbers without panic because none of it is money you need this month. Step 3. Start embarrassingly small. Most brokerages today let you buy fractional shares with $5 or $10. $10 buys you a tiny slice of 500 companies, and something more valuable, the habit. Your first months of investing are practice, like your first weeks at a gym. Nobody starts with 300-pound lifts, and nobody should start with their life savings. Set up an automatic transfer, even $50 a month, and let it run. Automation beats motivation, because motivation takes weekends off. Step 4. Keep the investments boring. Beginners love jumping into day trading, options, or meme coins, and the statistics there are brutal. Study after study shows most day traders lose money in their first year. The alternative sounds almost too simple: a low-cost index fund. One purchase spreads your money across hundreds of companies at once. Tech, banks, energy, healthcare, all inside a single fund. If one company fails, the other 499 carry the weight. Warren Buffett has told regular investors the same thing for decades. Buy a low-cost S&P 500 index fund and keep buying it. He even instructed that 90% of his wife's inheritance go into exactly that. When the best stock picker on earth tells you to stop picking stocks, listen. Step 5. Stay consistent and let compounding do the heavy lifting. Here is what consistency actually buys you. Invest $250 a month at an 8% average return, starting at 25. By 45, you're at about 147,000. By 55, roughly 370,000. And only 90 of that came out of your own pocket. The rest grew on its own. Returns earning returns, year after year. By year 10, the account starts earning more each year than you deposit. By year 30, it earns roughly 9 times your annual contribution. That's compounding, and it rewards exactly one behavior: staying in the game. At this point, you might be thinking, sure, but what happens when the market crashes? Fair question. So let's look at what crashes have actually done. Since 1950, the market has fallen more than 20% about a dozen times. It recovered from every single one and went on to new highs. 2022, stocks dropped 19%. The next 2 years, they gained over 20% each. And if you invest monthly, a crash quietly works in your favor. The same $250 buys more shares when prices fall. Those cheap shares become the best performers of the whole journey once recovery arrives. Experienced investors stay calm in downturns for a simple reason. They think in decades while the news thinks in hours. So here is your full path from saver to investor. 1. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund in a high-yield account. 2. Split everything into safety money and growth money. 3. Start small with automatic monthly transfers. 4. Choose boring, low-cost index funds over exciting bets. 5. Keep going through every headline and every dip. Savings keep you safe next month. Investments decide what your life looks like in 20 years, whether you retire early, work less, or walk away from a job you hate. The earlier both start working together, the less your future depends on luck. If this video made investing feel less scary, hit subscribe. There's a new money breakdown here every week. And tell me in the comments, are you still in the saving stage, or have you already bought your first investment? I read every single one. And if you want to see what money on autopilot looks like, watch this next: 13 boring businesses that pay you while you sleep.